They are the things people remember of campaigns.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify.
The promises, the pledges, the things to make a difference. 100 days in, Joe Biden has failed to deliver in a few key areas.
I think he's kept his word as much as he can. I think people forget that there's not a lot of legislating that can happen from the presidential seat.
COVID relief was always his top priority. He promised $2,000 checks to eligible Americans. That became $1,400 under Biden, adding to the $600 delivered by Trump. The death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi provoked anger in then-candidate Biden. He promised to hold Saudi Arabia responsible, regard them as a pariah state. Fast forward to 1 month in office, Saudi Arabia was once again a valuable ally.
All presidents in these days talk about doing a whole list of priorities on day one. But the idea that a president could accomplish the types of promises that they put forth on the trail on day one is rather naive. And I would argue in some ways just part of the marketing of campaigning.
The promise to immediately rejoin the Iran nuclear deal is also gathering dust. Instead, talks continue in Vienna between all the parties about the best way forward. Real politic instead of rhetoric. Joe Biden also promised to be a unifying president, pulling the country together after what he felt were the divisive Trump years. Despite his early successes, Washington is as divided as ever.
We found now that Trump is still here. Trumpism is very much the politics of the day on the Republican side. And I think at least on the Democratic side, there's no way that they can see compromise with those kinds of elements there. And so I think it's going to be a very difficult road if he's going to pursue bipartisanship at every step.
The good news for Joe Biden, presidencies aren't judged solely on the first 100 days. He gets the full 4 years. But the next election is never far away. For Biden, it's the midterms next year. It will be a referendum on the job he's done till then, what he said he will deliver next, and the promises he's kept. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.